you so much. I appreciate being here. I have to tell you, I see so many familiar faces, and I've already become very close friends with a lot of people here. It's being a mayor in a small city, you know, you don't get to meet this many people, but it's just really cool to have so many people come and stand behind me and work. So here's the problem that we have. You know, as a mayor, I have to ask myself 3 questions before I make any new commitment. Is it affordable? Is it sustainable? Is it my job? Now, I believe that if we had representatives that asked themselves those same questions, we wouldn't have this issue of $16 trillion of debt. We wouldn't have this idea that wind and solar is going to power our country's future while we ignore the resources right beneath our feet. We certainly wouldn't be putting our children in jeopardy. And the notion that for every person that found a job, 3 other people gave up, just stopped looking for work. That it's okay to take from one and give to another, and that government dependency is the way that we're going to go. That's not what we believe in here. We believe in fiscal discipline, limited government, personal responsibility. We believe in living within our means. When we do not have enough, we tighten our belts. Remember this, always remember this. Government doesn't create money. They get it from us. Which should tell you what? Who's going to heal this nation? Is it Washington or is it us? The time has come where we can no longer sit on the sidelines and just watch this happen. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to keep this short because I think it's important for us to understand. It's one thing to say what's wrong, it's another thing to actually say what you're going to do about it. We're going to do what we can and look at the list and say, what do we need? What do we not need? Let's go ahead and roll up our sleeves and cut spending. Let's live within our means. We're going to lower the tax rate, broaden the base, allow our businesses to thrive. We are going to educate our children, control our lands, and we actually do own our businesses. Yeah. We work hard for them. And here's what we're going to say. I'm willing to stand up. I need you to stand up with me. We are going to send a message to this president and the people that support him that we are no longer going to be divided as people, especially not with this class warfare garbage. Every citizen in this country is a mother, a wife, a husband, a father, a sister, a brother, child, or grandchild. We are Americans. Hope and change lies with us, not with Washington. So please, stand up, get involved, go to the websites, donate to your candidates, get involved. We're going to take this country back, and we need your help to do that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being there and being here and ask questions out here, and I'm excited. We're going to win this campaign, by the way.
Mia really needs our support. If we want to see Jim Matheson out of office and a Republican there, we need to support her. So let's go for Mia. All right, now we're pleased to hear from our Utah Attorney General candidate, John Swallow.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here. It's great to have heard from Mia and from Chris and the other candidates we'll hear from tonight. I am John Swallow, and it's my honor to be the nominee for Attorney General in the state from our party. When I was a missionary for my church about 30 years ago, in fact, my wife and I tomorrow are celebrating our 27th wedding anniversary. So, the LDS Church had a video, and in that Gordon Jump was the star. And in that video, there was a story of a man. Gordon told the story of a man who was trying to relax and read his newspaper. His 5-year-old son kept bothering him and asking if he'd go out and play football with him. And finally the dad got exasperated. He said, look, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. He took a map of the world and he tore it up in little pieces. He said, there, as soon as you can put that world together, I'll go out and play football. Well, he was surprised that 30 seconds later his son came back and the whole world was put back together, and he was shocked that his son was so smart. And he said, son, okay, you win, I'm going to go play with you, but I want to know, how did you do this? And he said, oh, Dad, it was easy. On the other side of the world was a picture of a family. I just put the family together and the whole world fell into place. I want to talk about that in just a few minutes I have. in the context of what is wrong with this country and how the Attorney General can affect that. At the end of the day, we have a country that's built on a foundation of freedom. And if we get back to the Constitution, which is what really safeguards our freedoms, then we can say to Washington, like Nia so eloquently said, we're done spending money. You don't belong in this area. We're going to do what we should do as people to take care of ourselves. And we don't need Washington in education, do we? And we don't need Washington managing all of our public lands, because frankly, we can do what we need to do with our resources ourselves. You're going to hear a lot of propaganda in this race about the fallacy of our believing that we can take care of ourselves. I got 1 minute left. Now, I want you to know, as the Attorney General, we just went through a terrible experience where we lost a fight we should have won. I don't think there was anything more we could have done about it on the Obamacare case. But I want you to know we did some great things there. But the Attorney General stands on the wall and defends the Constitution and defends the right of people and keeps our communities safe. And I want you to know that as important as Congress is, and it's very important, as important as the governor's office is, and it's very important, the Attorney General has the role to back them up and to fight for you and to make sure we're following the laws. Now, in my last 15 seconds, I want to say this. We're Republicans. We've got to unite together. We've got a lot of candidates that need help. We've got Anne Marie fight a tough fight in her district. We've got Nia Love. I was a nominee in 2002. We lost by 0.5% to Jim Matheson because we couldn't bring the party together. We've got to get on board behind Chris and behind Nia. And I'm committed as the nominee for Attorney General to do all I can, everything I can to help these races. Mark Crockett's running from Salt Lake County. We've got to win that race. Let's unite as Republicans. Let's work hard. And let's get our checkbooks out. And let's donate to these candidates. Thank you very much. God bless you.